And we are live here on the LI Sports Network, getting ready for a junior varsity matchup between East Islip and Ward Melville. Coming into this game, Ward Melville 11-7-0 with 22 points on the season. They're 6th place in the junior varsity division. East Islip 6-10-0, 13 points. They're 10th place in the junior varsity division. So this should be a fairly even matchup between both sides. The Chiefs against the Patriots. And we'll get action started in just a hot second as both teams clear out all the various pucks on the ice, get ready with their starting lineups. Obviously, the second game of East Islip action we have on the South Rinks. Their freshman team played here last, took a nice victory over Smithtown Hauppauge, stayed first place in the freshman division. Now their JV team trying to follow up on that success. My name's Kevin Broderick, joined by Wally Mitchell on camera here on the LI Sports Network to take you through the next 45 minutes of hockey. Our second of 3 games here on the South Rinks. Our third of 6 here at the rinks. Obviously 3 games going on the North Rinks as well. I believe a developmental freshman and junior varsity matchup over there. Obviously, varsity done for the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. St. Anthony's took the title 2-1 in a 3-game series over Smithtown Hauppauge, so we are done with freshmen for the season. Obviously, we made a post about it earlier, not going to states this year. But we will continue to bring you the rest of the Suffolk County High School Hockey League, because obviously our 3 other divisions, being developmental, freshman, and junior varsity, are all still going on. And a quick opportunity for EI as they play that puck out in front. Taken back the other way by Ward Melville and dumped in deep by Ethan Peters. Gets it into the right wing corner, now making some contact. Peters looking to win it back, wraps it around to the far side. EI regain, get it past the blue line, maybe springing into a 2-on-1, stretch pass forward. Jack Connors driving in on net, his shot blocked aside, and we'll get a quick pause as the net did come off its moorings. Febraro getting the start in net. To the left dot off the face-off, almost led to a quick shot opportunity for Reynolds. Instead it comes past him and carried in deep. Drop pass works its way onto its stick of McFadden, looking for an angle, and then it's taken away and skated forward by Jack Connors. Here comes Connors up the left side. Switching it to the right wing corner, takes a bounce, ends up Ragusa away from him, and now Ward Melville break back the other way. Opportunity 2-on-1. Download, Ward Melville not going to let it rip. Puck now wrapped around the boards to the near side, straight onto the stick of number 26, Kevin Johnson. He'll get it in deep again. Inclin after it, reverses it back the other way. Ethan Peters with possession again, puts it towards the slot, a shot, and it's saved. About 2:30 gone by in the first period. Opportunities going both ways. EI with another breakout here. Bega getting stood up along the boards. Almost played right back out. Referees will play this dead with a whistle. I believe an offside's the call. Should be getting a face-off from the neutral zone. Ward Melville push it ahead and back into the neutral zone. McFadden, a D-to-D pass that gets put in deep. Febraro comes out of the net to halt the momentum a little bit, but EI are able to hold in on the left wing corner, get a shot off of it as well. Comes through the blue paint, winding up for a big one-timer was Lemaire. Does go through the crease and wraps around back to him. Lemaire, touch pass, puts it around the boards, down low. Zemo there for it. Taken away, Ward Melville possessed. Zemo takes it back, setting up teammate Frysum to come onto it. Frysum centers, and it goes through the slot. Away for Peyton Meyer. Meyer with some room. In on the forehand, turning, shooting, and it's saved. EI looking for an exit strategy. One pass and they're out. Schmallenberger. Schmallenberger putting it out in front, and it's instantly jumped on by Febrero and killed. Another whistle as we stop this time with 12-12 left to play in the first period. 0-0 still the score. No one getting a really true S-grade opportunity just yet. Martin will go into the dot. Takes the face off, flips it to the far boards. EI now stick battling for some possession. Comes out for a shot, saved and then forced down low by Febrero. Everyone's still jousting for it there. Scorlaro will put it back down deep into her own zone for her sister. Scorlaro giving it back around the far boards. McFadden trying to flip it out. Held in by East Islip for now into the right wing corner. Put out in front and through the slot unharmed. Ward Melville still looking for some clearing opportunities. McFadden pinching along the far boards. Ward Melville now hemmed in for what feels like the better part of a minute. Peters finds a touch pass, and it is out. Scolaro will get it in deep, chased after now by Michael McFadden. Plays it back to the point. Looking back for Grace. Obviously, Grace and Natalie, sisters, playing on the same team. One a defenseman, one a forward. Grace with the poke check right there, wins it back, and Ward Melville will reset in their own ends. Grace takes over again. Instantly pressured. Ragusa trying to win it away, and now it comes back to the near side. Tipped in by Ward Melville, and they'll all instantly go off for a change. Should get a fresh 5 legs out onto the ice. Approaching 10 minutes to play in the first period. Dicing forward. EI, shot on goal, saved aside by Febrero. Puck goes to the far boards, a backhander denied and kept on at the half boards. Poking at it and coming away with it, Dylan Dominio. Ward Melville sent it the length of the ice, should go down for an icing. Actually, good foot race for it now, and referees will blow the whistle, stopping play with 9:45 to play in the first. 0-0 still the score. Good chunk of hockey behind us in this first period, but still a better chunk remaining. Face-off will once again be to the left of Febrero. Off the draw, EI set up possession. Rimming it around the boards down low. Schmallenberger chasing after it. Gets held up behind the net, looking for an outlet pass. Zemo gives it off the boards. Intended for Reynolds. Does get it back down. EI. Ozimo looking for the centering pass. Now ends up with Matthew Freysom on the far side. Freysom will back up, instead letting Schmallenberger battle for it by himself. Chiefs holding it in for now. Reversed by Farrell. Comes to the near boards and instantly played out by the Patriots. Now trying to get some rush back the other way. Saccone looking to feed it out in front. Broken up, EI. With some room. Shot taken. I believe that's a blocker save that deflects into the netting. Schmallenberger had way too much room to let that one go. Nine minutes remaining in the first period. 0-0 the score. Horns are locked between Ward Melville and East Islip. Puck out in front. Skating onto it and getting a shot was East Islip. They get a rebound opportunity, and Febrero saves that one as well. Two great stops. Puck rotated around, now given up high. towards the slot, back over to the left circle along the half boards. Spinning down low is Firth, losing his edge now and will lose possession because of it. Teammates help him out and keep the puck in, then it takes a bounce off of Firth and goes out. McFadden almost had a nice breakaway opportunity. 8:25 to play in the first period. Firth, who took the spill just a couple of seconds ago, is back the other way past the blue line. Firth cutting on the backhand, back to the forehand, looks for the shot, it rings the pipe. Good shift altogether coming from Andrew Firth. Puck retained along the walls. Now Martin takes it away. Martin lining up for the one-timer. Instead thinks pass, then the shot goes too high. A little bit above the crossbar. Held in at the far point. Backed on net. Rebound out in front. And Ferraro finds it all. Makes the save and forces the whistle. 7:46 to play in the first frame. Jack Connors back in for the draw. Will push it towards the blue paint, then safely guided by Grace to the end boards. Turns around, passing forward to Sidney Rosengold. Rosengold not able to contain on the near boards, now taken ahead the other way by Inga. Inga turning up, left circle, takes some contact, falls down. Good play by Schleider to get back. Gonzalez in a foot race. Collects on the backhand, wheels around along the left side boards. Tap pass forward, ends up on the stick of Penny. Almost put out in front. Grace broke it up in her sticks. Now it's played forward. Scolaro doing a good defensive play right there. Not on with her sister right now. Was earlier for about 1:30. Farrell trying to pass it towards the slot. Broken up. EI finds some room. Jack Connors with possession. Passing it towards the blue line. EI offsides. Need a reset. And referees will get them. We take another pause. Now with 6:45 to play in the first period. Face-off will come to the neutral zone. EI have dominated possession for a majority of today, but Melville still very much in it. Doesn't matter how many shots you take if you can't bury any of them. Emmett Reynolds plays it ahead. Puck takes an awkward bounce and evades the stick of Schmallenberger. Still gets towards the end boards. Ward Melville, a pass ahead. A little bit farther forward, played by Perogoski into the left wing corner. Farrell chasing after it. They're joined by Meyer to round out that forward line. Puck played out in front and now over to the left wing corner. Meyer. Perogoski takes contact. Johnson at the blue line, letting it fly, hits off the mask. Good save. Or Melville still alive. Meyer, a backhand centering bid, broken up, and East Islip have room to skate it forward. A pass a little poorly miscommunicated right there. Ward Melville able to take control again. Patriots contain with Farrell, take some contact in the neutral zone. Good poke check coming out from Ozimo. Or Melville now a stretch pass to Ethan Peters. He'll wrap it around the boards, down low. Plenty of time for East Islip to get there. Now the puck retained along the near walls. Looks like it's put a little bit deeper in. Now pops out to the circle. Played off the boards and out. Firth into the high slot. Shoulder fakes and dekes over to his right around one more player. Now make it two, but loses possession on a second dodge. Firth coming back for it and holding it in the offensive end. Help from his teammate. Puck does come loose. Firth takes it again, lining up with the one-timer, and it's blocked away. Ward Melville could have numbers. Firth getting back on defense, though, joined by Schleider. Shot taken. Will carry him all the way around the boards. Held in by Howard on the near side. Referee has his arm raised, indicative of a penalty. And I think we're going to have our first power play of the day with 4:48 left in the first period. So the Patriots to the first power play will be up 5-on-4 for the next 2 minutes. See if they can break the ice with a goal. Ward Melville putting it out in front, tapped, but not into the back of the net. Save was made, and the puck ends up staying in the offensive end. Good connection from the sisters. Grace sends it a little bit deeper, comes back her way. Touch with a high stick. Johnston can't touch up onto it, gives it away to East Islip, and a shot that rung the bar by Firth. Karams into the netting, and we'll pause play. Golden opportunity belonging to Andrew Firth. Scolora held up in the right wing corner. Now will skate away with it up the center of the ice. Passing it over to the right side. McFadden controls, saucing it to the back door. Didn't quite have Ethan Peters there in time. Held in at the far point. D-to-D pass over to Declan. He'll get a shot on net. Goes straight into the netting, and we'll pause once more, this time for an O-zone face-off for the Patriots. 1:04 to play in the power play. 3:51 to play in the period. 0-0, obviously the score. Neither team finding an edge just yet. Natalie into the face-off dot. Will win it to the near boards. Now EI pinching in. Contempt of holding it along for as long as possible. Comes over to Connors. He'll send it off the boards. Held in by Natalie. Looking for some passing options. Off the boards down low to her sister. She continues it even lower to Peters. Reverses it back the other way and then played out by East Islip. 200 feet. Great opportunity for them to kill off the next 38 seconds. They do a great job in the neutral zone, making sure the puck never comes back to their end in the first place. Here's an opportunity that I'm talking about. Jack Connors takes it, absorbs some pressure from behind, looks to wrap it around the boards. Instead, it deflects and goes back the other way. Gonzalez slacks it down the ice, almost held in by Grace Scolaro. Scolaro playing it ahead, dragged forward by McFadden. Nice use of his left arm to create some space. Tries to wrap it in deep, then it's taken away by Emmett Reynolds. He'll circle it around the boards, once again held in by Grace. Puts it down low on net, takes a bounce off the end boards, ends up on the near side, not held in at the near point, just barely eluding Inkland, who was there. Now EI back the other way. 5-on-5, a centering feed goes through the slot. Play really opening up right now as both teams have seen opportunities, even on the penalty kill for the Chiefs, as we approach the 2-minute mark of this first period. Patriots get a nice clear down the ice. Force Matthew Friesen to go for a skate to find it. Friesen now below his own red line, trying to sauce it forward as Schmallenberger gets it. Back pass, then once again with Schmallenberger. Past the blue line. Room to shoot. The shot was blocked out in front by Finn Howard. Puck bounces over. Held in by East Islip for now. Kept alive along the near boards. Comes back towards the blue line, but not completely past it. Shot saved by Fabaro. Once again by Arga, and he'll decide to wheel it back into center ice. Reset, 1:40 to play in the first. On the reload. Shot taken, save made. And play will be deadened with 1:34 left in the first period. Schmallenberger on the drive, or on the face-off, will win it back to the slot. Ward Melville able to find a way out. East Islip will be called for offsides here. 1:23 to play in the first period now. I haven't seen many scoreless periods really in the Suffolk County High School Hockey League. Testament to both of these teams' defensive capabilities. Face-off won and played all the way down by East Islip. Referees will wave off the icing, so they'll be forced to play it. First one onto it. East Islip will get it ahead. Past the blue line now with some room. A step up and a good check will clear it for the Patriots. Back in on net, Fabraro holds, thinking about covering up. Instead, will keep it alive with less than a minute to play in the first period. Fabraro sees the puck come back towards him off to the right. Keeps it alive down below the goal line. EI forcing some turnovers there. Swept forward but not out on the backhand. Played in a little deeper. Now a stick battle. Everyone trying for it. EI not able to keep it in ultimately, as a little bit of a tumble was taken on the blue line as well. Now we will get the icing call, and 31 seconds to play in the first period. Teams will make some changes on either side. Face-off will come to the left of Fabraro. Face-off will be taken by Martin, not able to win it cleanly. It still does come into the slot. An opportunity was there. Poked aside by Fabraro into the left wing corner. Firth after it. Instead played ahead by the Patriots. Maybe a little bit of an opportunity upcoming. Ethan Peters with it. Backhand. Sends it out in front. No one was there for him. Inkland holds in. Then kicked forward a little bit by Natalie. Getting it in deep. After it is number 4, Justin Lemaire. He'll send it off the boards and out, and that should kill the remainder of this first period. 0-0 the score. These teams well matched in the first 15. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. And we're back on the LI Sports Network. Second period, 15 minutes back onto the clock. We're right back into action. Farrell able to drag it forward past the blue line on the forehand. Tap pass backwards. Porowski sends it towards the slot, broken up and played away by East Islip. Maybe an opportunity upcoming. Straight onto the stick. Martin plays it in and almost had a nice goal to start off for the first 20 seconds of the second period. Inkland broken up. EI back into the zone. Martin with it on the backhand. Cutting across the slot. Will curl around. Feed it over to the right circle. With some room. Shot taken. Save made. Fabraro is good for it. Ward Melville with some speed, dangerous in transition. McFadden quickly into the right circle, now turning around, finding a feed over to Grace, looking for a shot, gets it down low, loose in the blue paint, and no one from the Patriots could get a second stick on it. Peters will recontrol, loses it out. Jack Connors skates onto it. Caroms it around the boards, now tapped a little bit further. EI might be into a breakaway here. Grace Solaro, the only one back, breaks up the play. Great defensive stand. Joined by her sister now. Natalie will pressure the puck. It will come down low. Schleider for it. He rotates it around the boards onto the stick of Peters. Interrupted, not played just yet. Scolaro with another opportunity. Make that Natalie, actually. Natalie Scolaro. It's actually the same name. I don't know why I felt that correction was needed. Into the right wing corner. Ward Melville play it towards the post, and it's covered up for a pause. I believe this is actually the first time I've called sisters on the same team. Plenty of brothers, obviously, in the league, but sisters on the same team, a little bit rare. Off the draw, Patriots look for it. Instead, it's controlled. Lemaire spinning around on his goal line, reverses the other way. Lemaire still on it, has plenty of time to try to play it out, gets spit right back at him. Now Lemaire will just skate it out himself. Sent in deep. EI set up their forecheck. First one forward is Matthew Saccone, puts it into the slot and away for the Patriots. Puck still bouncing around. They need to get the actual clear. Said we'll just get a pause as Fabraro gets on top of it. Saccone poking at it, trying to get away from Inkland. Joined by Schmallenberger. They'll drag it across the line, but the progress is halted. Puck then gets played in deep. Ozimo onto it first, plays it up top, broken away by the Patriots, held in at the far point. Lemaire getting it, absorbing some contact, pushing the puck a little bit farther. Schmallenberger thought it would wrap all the way around the boards. I did as well, but instead it comes to the Patriots. A turnover, goes over to Friesen. Friesen at the half boards. Dodging in down low, putting it towards the slot, but none of his teammates ever had a chance at it. Lenz past the blue line. Tapping into the corner, then he'll go off for a change. So will the rest of his team. The new 5 out for the Patriots. Howard will get it into the neutral zone, give it right back over. EI find an open pass along the near boards, belongs to Schmallenberger, and he'll get called off sides with 11:45 to play in the second period. Martin into the draw. Wins it back. Now on to it is Reynolds. Flips it across to the other side by Arga. Runs into some pressure and leaves the puck. Skated onto by Martin. He'll make a turnover. Farrell has it now, putting it towards the slot. One more pass, tapped down, but not towards goal by Meyer. He'll look for a return feed, and instead it's taken ahead and skated forward. EI back the other way with some space to work as well. Puck into the slot, shot taken, and the save is made. Andrew Fabraro has been good all day. He's been excellent, actually. Flawless. Both goaltenders have been. We're still at goose eggs in the scoreboard. Martin on the draw. Will win it cleanly. Has Reynolds at the near point. He'll skate onto it. Look for a quick wrister. Blocked up. Puck along the board. Sent out towards the middle. East Islip had a chance. 11 minutes gone by, or excuse me, 11 minutes to remain in the second period. Backdoor opportunity, and Firth fanned on the shot by just a little bit. He's had probably the best chances of anyone on both teams. But just one thing eluding him on every play, and that is putting it into the back of the net. But again, only great players get that many opportunities in a game, and if you are a great player, well, it's just a matter of time before you sink one of them. Firth with it again. Puck dribbling towards the crease, then played down low by Grace. She'll wrap it around the boards and continued forward by the effort of Peters. Comes down for an icing, so not exactly the result that they wanted, but at least they get it out of the zone for a moment and reset. Into the draw again. Natalie trying to win it out. Gets it into the corner. Reverse to the opposite side. Schleider plays it off the boards. Ahead for McFadden. Gets it into the neutral zone. Ward Melville almost had a step. Nice dangling move. Firth wasn't able to do much with it. It comes back to the Patriots to settle in their own end. Pressure is applied right now. EI with 3 forwards in the offensive end. Some more pressure applied by Gonzalez at the blue line. Firth has to be careful. No one called offsides. Now EI can break in. Still maintained and wrapped around the boards. Firth on the forecheck. Crunch into the left wing corner. Now room in the left circle. Shot, they score! A bullet to break the ice. And we have our first goal of the game. We'll take a replay here on the LI Sports Network. East Islip up 1-0. A rocket from the circle. That's essentially the only thing I feel like that's going to truly beat Febraro. Top left corner. 9:57 to play in the second period. East Islip with some new speed, some new juice as they go up 1-0 in what has been a defensive battle. Drop pass, one more, ends up on the stick. Paragoski turns it over. Now for East Islip again. Friesen fires it in. Glove down instantly by Inklin. He looks to play it past the blue line. Lost in the skates of EI, and they will eventually find it. Put it past the blue line again. Ingo was the one who blew the tire and gets played away from him. Paragoski to Farrell. Farrell bumped off the puck by Connors. He'll take control. Connors wrapping around his own net. Pass forward, does get past the blue line, but Inga had his momentum interrupted and couldn't get anywhere close to the puck. Patriots play it off the boards onto the stick of Farrell. Farrell dipping and dodging, trying to get around Friesen. Does chase after the puck into the left wing corner. Laying a hit as well. Farrell, good shift so far, but his work is for naught as EI easily clear with just 2 passes. I say that, overskated a little bit, but still puck comes past the blue line. McFadden on the far side. Had it, lost it. Now it's Friesen. Friesen. His shot, saved. Febraro puts it into the far boards. Almost had Ethan Peters into a breakaway, but now numbers for Ward Melville anyways. 3-on-1 upcoming. Shot taken, save made. Puck loose in the blue paint, and it's clear to the near side. Good job from Matthew Friesen to get back on defense and make sure that rebound was non-existent. Really helping out Travis Martin. Into the slot again. McFadden shot hit off a stick. Goes behind the net. Peters onto it. Battling against Connors for control. Takes a big bounce off the glass and back into center ice. Skating 2-on-2 forward for EI. Chip pass over onto the back end. Forehand, they score! And just like that, make it 2-0. East Islip on top. In transition, East Islip have done some of their best work there, and now they have a 2-0 lead because of it. Back to the center dot. And we'll actually get a quick restart on that, still with 7:51 to play in the second. Puck right back to EI. They look to play it off the high glass, takes a bounce into center ice. Schmallenberger overskated a little bit, gets put back into his own zone. Ward Melville trying to sweep at it to play it in deep. Grace Scolaro, the one successful at it, but it takes a bounce off the end boards, ends up cleared. Room for Matthew Saccone. He'll get the shot off, but it's an easy save for Braro. EI was not able to beat Fabraro all of the first period. Now have 2 goals in the last couple of minutes. Feels like a much bigger lead than it actually is because of how defensively minded this game has been. Off the face-off, Lemaire tries to dump it in. Instead, the Patriots find it, flip it high and away. Lemaire returns the favor over to Schmallenberger. On the boards, he jousts for it, trying to get it deep into the corner. A couple of teammates join him there to help out. Puck held in at the goal line. Rattled off the boards, onto the stick of Farrell, and he will get it into center ice with speed. Coming onto it. Peyton Meyer putting it out in front. No one was there. If Farrell maybe had a couple more steps of time, could have potentially gotten a backhand on it. Puck will come to the blue line, held in. Good stick work from Grace. Cutting into the offensive end, taking a shot, big rebound, they score! Make it 3 for East Islip. That one going in by just an inch of a margin. I do want to see that on the replay. You can see the tie-up on the shot, initial save made off the shoulder, and it was just on the correct angle to wind up in the back of the net. We will get a timeout, I believe, from Ward Melville. .6:29 to play in the middle frame of this game. Patriots trying to just reset quickly. Obviously, they've won 11 games this season for a reason. Trying to find their 12th for East Islip. It's the battle to get back to 500, 6-10 right now. In good position to make it 7. Looks like we have a goalie change upcoming. Andrew Stempel back into the game for the first time. Fabraro over to the bench. Off the draw. Patriots have it in their own zone. D-to-D pass ends up with Inkland. He'll send it over onto the tape of Gonzalez. Tries for some momentum forward. Broken up. Now McFadden flies forward with Peters, trying to get it to him on the lead pass. Peters was diving ahead for it with his stick, but just couldn't get his tape onto it. Firth had it stripped away from him. Natalie Scolaro shifty along the boards. Gets it played back to her. Taps it ahead to her sister Grace. Carries it in on the backhand, down low for McFadden, tries to feed it up high, and it's intercepted by East Islip. They have room to go forward. Firth, he's been denied all game, but he's had some great opportunities. He'll spin off the boards, trying to get towards the slot. Instead, it's broken up down below the goal line. Inkland will be the first one onto it. Taps it forward. McFadden controls, tries to play it off the boards, and it's broken up by Gonzalez, who looks like he's in some pain. Team still in the offensive end. They hold it there with Firth at the blue line. Looks for a pass, and it deflects off Natalie and out of Peters. Another tap. Peters chasing after it, gets the stick in, courses a turnover, takes the shot, and Martin is there to steer it below the goal line. Ward Melville back over to Inkland. His shot blocked. Comes over to Grace, looking for the one-timer. Gets towards net, and Martin makes another stout save. McFadden taps it around. Peters rattled up on the play. Looks like he'll skate over to the bench. Peters into some frustration as well. Puck comes back through the slot. We're Melville with a flurry of opportunities. Not played out just yet. Firth had it ripped off his stick. Now it belongs to Farrell. Feeds it back to the wall with McFadden looking for a shooting lane. Pressured too quickly. EI joust for it on the boards. McFadden will keep it in, skating it down low. Fadden looks for the shot. Goes through the blue paint again, and the net is off its moorings. Natalie looks for it, takes the shot, no good. Referees will reset the puck net in the meantime. Ward Melville, close to a too many men on the ice penalty, will avoid it. Puck played back into the zone. Farrell there on his backhand, plays it out in front, and it's shut down. Martin gets his glove on top of it. 4:02 to play in the second period. Shot taken, almost deflected out in front. Ward Melville really pressuring right now. Dare I say they have the momentum back in their favor. Puck is played out. Farrell is back for it. Instead, it'll be smacked aside by Stempel. Allows his team to come with it. Meyer on the pull-up, leaves it. Johnson cutting towards the slot. Taken away from him and played out by EI. Inkland back with control. His backhand pass goes through a couple of sticks. Finally bounces over to Connors. He'll send it ahead. EI now back into the offensive end. They'll have to reset as this puck will come just barely past the blue line. Ward Melville a chance to reset. Paragoski mixing it up, forces a turnover himself. Paragoski will get it back towards the slot, looking to tap it into the corner. Broken up and played away. 3 minutes left in the second period. 3-0 the lead for East Islip as they look for more. Putting it out in front, I believe that shot was blocked. Both teams fighting for it. Gets played to the far point. Back in on net, and the save made. That's a hard sequence for Stempel, who just came off the bench. Obviously not warmed up, but everyone else on the ice is. EI lose the face-off, but do get it in a little deeper. Saccone twisted it around the boards. Held in at the near point. Shot taken, but broken up. Natalie Scalaro dropping it off. One more pass out in front to the crease, and a diving save for Travis Martin. Great passing play for Ward Melville. Just that finishing touch eluded them. Could have been a 3-1 game. Shot from the blue line. Karam's over to the left. Puck now onto the stick. Zemo will clear. Howards gets it back in the neutral zone, instantly pressured. Room for Schmallenberger to work. Puts up the wrister. Big rebound out into the slot. Easily skated aside. Scalaro will play it off the boards and forward, developing into a 2-on-1. Ward Melville with one of their better opportunities. Johnston in. Plays it across. McFadden can't get the shot off in time. East Islip got back in defense. Now they'll try to wheel it into an odd man rush themselves. To the left circle. No one out of the front of the net just yet. Schmallenberger working his way there. They feed it into the slot. Shot taken. They score. as we'll take a replay of that here on the LI Sports Network. 4-0 now the lead. Just great puck possession. EI find an open shot. I believe it tipped off the stick. A couple of players out in front and does elude Stempel, not able to make the save. So with 1:44 to play in the second period, East Islip have exploded for 4 unanswered goals and now control this game with a statement of dominance. McFadden has it, dicing up past the blue line. Through some contact, will dump the puck into the left wing corner. Now McFadden looks to return the hit onto East Islip. Comes over, shot snapped up high and goes a little above the crossbar. Inkland loses it. East Islip now have a lot of real estate to work with up the left side. It's Martin controlling. They get Firth actually into the slot. Not able to do much with the opportunity, but his team still does keep it in. Approaching 1 minute to play. Now it's broken up and taken the other way by Scolaro. Past the blue line. Scolaro with McFadden. Sent the length of the ice. Inkland with Firth hot on his back. Finds Grace Scolaro. She'll rotate it around the boards out of danger. Back over to Inkland on the far side. Plays it off the glass. Almost intercepted. Now for Max Lenz. Lenz got tied up. Grace Scolaro will play it out. Firth, with it again. Driving forward on the backhand, looking for a centering bid. Went through some skates. Now he'll take a tumble into the board. Shot taken, and it will come off to the right. Once again, deflecting through so many bodies en route. Puck gets played down, icing called. 17 seconds remaining in the second period. We'll get the draw over to the left of Stempel. Shot taken. Looks like it'll defect into the glass. Actually a little bit lower, so stays alive for the next 10 seconds. McFadden gives it over. Now intercepted down low by EI. On the second chance, Melville will clear, and that's how we will end the second period. 4 unanswered goals for East Islip. They control this game heading into the third. We'll be right back here on the LI Sports Network. And we are back here on the LI Sports Network. 15 minutes is all that remains of regulation. East Islip with a commanding 4-goal lead. All of them scored in the second period. Don't need to exactly follow that up with any more goals. Just need to hold on to what they have right now. for Ward Melville. Game not really out of reach. If East Islip can score 4 in a period, so can they. That's the attitude they have to have right now. Off the draw, England will take it forward, past the blue line with some space, gets the shot off, steered aside by Martin. Along the far boards, held in at the far point. East Islip find the puck on the pass that was intended to go a little bit lower by Grace Scalaro. Her team will help her out, keeping it in. McFadden finds it, near side, puts it out in front and almost tapped into the back of the net. Ward Melville with a fury coming into the third period. Puck back into the neutral zone, will get a whistle. Don't know if we have a player down along the near boards or maybe an open door, something of that extent. It's like the referees are trying to poke around at the boards right now. Looks like our head referee had to go off. Getting checked out by the medical staff now. He might have been the one that took a tumble into the boards. We'll get back underway. 14:30 to play in the third period. Could have slowed up Ward Melville's momentum a little bit, but they just have to find it right back, almost bringing Connors into a breakaway. Jack Connors will get to it, coming off the boards, cutting towards the goal front. Broken aside. Good defensive stand from Grace Scalaro. I feel like I've said that quite a few times this game. Puck wraps around. Ward Melville control. England a backhand pass off the boards. Peters returns the favor back for England, shrieks in up the right side. Puck takes a couple of hops, ends up McFadden, a shot, fans on it. EI trying to clear. Held in by Natalie Scalaro. Gets into the right wing corner between the leg feet out in front. McFadden couldn't believe that puck was played to him by Ethan Peters. A supreme display of talent right there. In the right wing. Now tapped ahead. EI do get it past the blue line, developing into a 2-on-1. East Islip looking for the cherry on top. The pass across the seam, broken up and played away by Ward Melville. McFadden with control again. Left circle, driving in, cutting up at the goal line. Dishing with his backhand, does get it over. Paragoski, a shot blocked in front. East Islip lifted high and out of danger. 13 minutes remain in the third period. 4-0 the score for East Islip, scoring all 4 goals unanswered in the second period. Ward Melville have been bested by Travis Martin all night. The netminder, a GAA of 4.27. That's not exactly the case right now. Ward Melville back into the offensive end. Paragoski is shot, blocked aside out in front and skated away by the defense of East Islip. Emmett Reynolds does the honors. We'll bounce it off the boards along the near side, held in by East Islip. They'll put it towards the slot, easily taken away. That's Nolan Fabraro with it. Obviously the brother of Andrew Fabraro, who did start this game, but now is out in favor of Andrew Stempel. Patriots currently in 6th place in the junior varsity division. East Islip in 10th. EI looking to climb that ranking just a little bit. A win would do nice things for them. Make them 7-10 overall in the season. As once again, the puck is cleared by Reynolds, given forward. Schmallenberger in the right wing, looking to get control over his stick again. Took a big bump into the boards, that's for sure. Reynolds has a D-to-D pass open. EI break past the blue line again. No shooting lanes open. Howard's there in tough defense. Instead, the puck will be rotated around the goal and out to the far side. A backhand circles it around down low. Schmallenberger will let Saccone go on to it, but it gets past him. Not held in at the near point. Rosengold will force it forward. Once again, East Islip are able to skate it cleanly past the blue line. Not forced to do a lot of dip and dive and chasing after the puck. Lenz in a battle. Puck gets played out in front. Shot taken. Rebound is still there. And gets steered away Schmallenberger on a follow-up shot also gets shut down. 11 minutes to play in the third. We'll get back into action after a little bit of confusion on whose stick was left on the ice. Ward Melville didn't know it was theirs, and then we get things going again. Puck retained around the far boards right now. Players poking at it, and then it comes loose. Rotated in deep by Martin. Comes net front and covered up by Stempel, and will freeze again for another face-off, same spot. New lines will come out for East Islip. At least a new defensive pairing will come out. Players exchange fist bumps. 10:39 to play in the period. Puck one to the half boards. Ward Melville take it, rotate it to the near side. McFadden skating onto it, has some room to operate. Looks to break it through a couple of players. He takes a tumble down to the ice, finds it in his skates, and kicks it forward. Scolaro dicing it up. Scolaro pulling up on her backhand, blows a tire right there, allows East Islip to pay it towards the blue line and out. Grace Scolaro then sends it in deep again. Andrew Firth rifles it in, rotates around the boards. Stempel out to slow down the momentum. East Islip find it on the far side. Now the puck belongs to Myers. Make that actually Kevin Johnston, the defenseman. Now he'll pressure Lemaire. Put out in front, tipped in. They score. A little bit of confusion on who should play it out in front, and it ends up in the back of the net. 5-0 now the score for East Islip. .9:48 to play in the period. Freisen will take control, fired into the neutral zone. Firth now past the defense, gets bumped from behind. Not going to turn the puck over completely. Firth getting it out in front, looking to tip it between his legs. Puck still loose in the crease, finally coming over to the near side. EI still control. Tap pass down low, broken up, not played away. Below the goal line, Ward Melville there with bodies to block any centering passes that could come out. Lemaire tapping for his stick, looks up, loads the one-timer, goes wide to the left. Puck still held in. East Islip with a good shift right now. Kicked pass. Players open at the points. They will feed it to the far. Back over to the half boards. Nice drag move put towards the net, but not out in front just quite. Martin controls, then finally has it stripped away. More contact along the boards. Ward Melville not clearing the zone just yet and gets dumped back into the left wing corner. Refreshing this line. Martin plays it along. Looking for a connection with Firth. Has Lemaire playing oversight. Martin looking for one last toe drag, but couldn't beat Rosengold, who was there. Nolan Fabaro back on the defensive end. He'll watch Inkland send it into the neutral zone. Connors there for it. His backhand will play it back into the offensive end. Or Melville. Now with some space to operate. McFadden down the slot. His shot saved. Big rebound. Martin looking for it. And another kick save by Travis Martin. Great sequence. .801 to play in the third period. Travis Martin with two stunning saves. Ward Melville encouraging their players to keep driving the net, keep getting those shots on. 5 goals in 8 minutes. Not impossible, but not easy to do, that's for sure. And you rather start sooner than later. McFadden, high slot, again, trying to tap it down low, had Peters streaking on a line. Puck put out towards the front, bouncing around. East Islip seem like they have the good tie-up on it right now. Still in front, they get another whack at it. Trevor Martin's trying to scramble, and I believe he has it. Referees agree. Somehow Trevor Martin keeping it out right there. .736 left in the third period. 5 goals for EI. They have a 5-goal lead because of it. 4 of them coming in the second period, 1 of them coming in the third. The first was obviously scoreless on both sides. Shutout in the making for Travis Martin. Puck played toward him. He'll watch it bounce off the end boards. Hops over to the near side. Warren Melville still in control of it, finding a seam pass towards the slot. McFadden with it, drags to the backhand, deking down low to the goal line, and then will give it away and allow EI to skate it forward. Good hit from Grace Scalaro. Now her sister Natalie will come onto the puck, lift it high and towards center ice. McFadden could be on a breakaway here if he has the speed. McFadden turning up, putting it out in front. Great opportunity. The shot. Martin makes the save. Rebound. McFadden on the follow-up, puts it below the goal line. EI scrambling to get back out in front. They score. As we'll take a replay of that. The tenacity of Ward Melville netting them this goal. As you can see, no one out in front of that blue paint for East Islip, and it's an easy tap in for Farrell. Roofs it. So with 6:36 left, Ward Melville finally broke that seal, got themselves on the board. Score is now 5-1. Meyer at the blue line. Gonzalez will stop the momentum of Schleider. Give a little shoves after the fact. Ward Melville hold in, pulling it off the far boards, looking to send it out in front. Matthew Friesen was there to shut the play down. Now Friesen will still battle for it. Circles it around the outside, and off the perimeter, they will clear past the blue. 6 minutes exactly to play in the third. Ward Melville with their first goal. Schleider looking to send it ahead, and instead it's intercepted and put back into the offensive end by Schmallenberger. 5:45 to play in the period. Paragoski past the blue. Paragoski cutting right on his forehand, will shoot over to the left. Meyer gets onto it. Looks for a backhand down and around, but Gonzalez is there to intercept, holds it in the left wing corner. Puck still restrained there. Schmallenberger joining the fray. We got 4 players all piling up. Paragoski almost sends it out in front. Instead, it's taken away and cleared. Should go down for an icing as the referees will track back with it. And we get the pause with 5:15 remaining in regulation. Scalaro wins the faceoff, held in by Johnston, finds it over to McFadden through the legs. Scalaro shot out in front, the rebound still loose, and Martin somehow spears it over to the corner. 5 minutes left in the third period. Ward Melville are all hungry for an almost impossible comeback. Puck is poked out, now in front. Martin to save, big rebound, follow-up shots are also saved. Travis Martin standing on his head. And we'll redo another face-off. This time will be over to the right of Travis Martin. McFadden a shot, blocker saved. Rebound then cleared by East Islip. With speed forward for Firth. Skating 2-on-2. The drop pass. Now Firth goes in front of the net, looks to tip it there. That could have been a dangerous 6th opportunity. Instead, Ward Melville will find the clear. Look to get up ice. Scalaro dumps it in. McFadden onto it. Blows an edge. Still holds on to the puck for now. Poking it towards Scalaro. She holds. Feeds her sister. Here's Grace with it. Her shot saved by Martin. .419 in regulation. Most recent goal belonging to Farrell, the forward for Ward Melville. The only goal for tonight. He stands on the far hash marks of the face-off dot. Puck comes back. Grace's shot. Big rebound or bump out in front. Meyer onto it. Meyer gets pushed, puts it into the crease, and East Islip onto it first. Scalaro sends it ahead off the stick of Paragoski. East Islip find an easy clear. Lead man is Connors. Scalaro takes it away from him. Looks for Meyer. Intercepted and called off sides. Referees find an easy one right there. We'll get a reset in the neutral zone. Connors will take the draw for the Chiefs. Coming into Matcham is Max Lenz for the Patriots. Actually, instead, it's going to be Natalie Scalaro. Johnston bowling forward. Finds the puck rolling on its side. Tries to wrap it around the boards. Referee getting caught. Johnson takes a shot. It's over to the right. Big bounce. Somehow held in by McFadden. Had the speed to get there. McFadden, one dangle, puts it down low. Is open for the return feed. Instead, Ward Melville will take the shot. Peters got good stick on that, but just couldn't beat Martin, who was over with the shoulder. Puck still in the right wing corner. East Islip look like they'll come away with it. Send it a little bit ahead, but then it's intercepted. Scalaro with a shot, and it's into the right chest of Martin. 3:08 to play in the third period. Martin just continues to be a fantastic presence for East Islip. Truly embracing the notion of a backstop. McFadden looks for a wrister, blocked down. 3 minutes to play in the third period. East Islip rotated around the boards on the near side. McFadden looks to hold in. Scalaro was there just in case it got by him, but McFadden continues to win battles around the boards. Rotates it. Inkland looks for the saucing pass out in front. Instead comes the high slot. Scalaro lifts it into the left wing corner. McFadden after it again. Gets it over to Inkland, almost tapped by him. Fanning for the pass, gets it over to Scalaro. She finds room into the slot. Nice couple of moves from Scalaro. Holding on to it the backhand, dropping it off for Inkland. Looks to return the favor. Instead, it's broken up and taken the other way. Here comes Schellenberger. Schmallenberger in on net. His shot, he scores! Edmund Schmallenberger makes it 6-1 for East Islip. As you see him coming in, starting off from the right side, cutting over. Slows down a little bit and just elevates that high blocker side. 2:12 remaining in the third period. 6-1 the score in favor of East Islip. They've had a firm control over this game. That goal was really just the cherry on top, as Ward Melville got caught cheating from some offense. Not exactly enough people back to shut down breakaway opportunities. We got an offsides called here. 1:58 left in regulation. We'll take a face-off from the neutral zone. Thomas Ridge gets the face-off over to the far boards, then gets wrapped back into his own zone. Stempel almost caught off guard there out of his crease. 1:45 to play in the third. Puck into the left wing corner. Three players all joust for it there. Comes over and kicked ahead for Martin. is played out in front, shot taken wide to the right. Martin with it again, pulling up, shooting, out in front, still loose. East Islip whacking at it, they score. Make it 7-1 for the Chiefs as they start pouring it on here late. Really putting a final stamp on this game. You can see puck still loose between a couple of skates right there, and then the final tap into the back of the net. Gonzalez sends it ahead on the backhand, connecting with Firth. Cuts into the slot. Firth then gets it poked away. Martin was coming in for support. Neither of them could get onto it. Instead, it's held in. Back over to Firth. His shot glove save. Step. .58 seconds left in regulation. 7-1 the score. East Islip on top. Scored 3 goals in this third period. Scored 4 in the second. Ward Melville, their only goal coming in this period. Off the draw, Firth will take it in. Passing it down low from Martin, looking back out in front. In the slot, sticks tied up. Inkland has a chance to clear and will. Ward Melville looking for a late game opportunity. Instead, it comes back into the neutral zone for Grace Scolaro. Scolaro with it, giving it across. McFadden at the blue line, sends it in, then gets it put right back out. Firth comes ahead with it. Natalie back, takes it away. Pulling around, has her sister right behind her for some support on the puck. Inkland comes for it. Plays it ahead towards the blue line. Paddle down low for Stemple. Peters to the blue line. 2 seconds left, 1-0. That's how we will end this game. Ward Melville falling 7-1. East Islip taking the victory. They'll move on to 7-10 this season, collect their 14th and 15th point. So overall, East Islip 7-10. Ward Melville will become 11-8, staying at 22 points on the season. Still with a big lead in terms of the point department against East Islip. But obviously feels good to take that matchup if you are the Chiefs. Once again, final score here on the Long Island Sports Network. East Islip 7, Ward Melville 1. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll be back with one more game here on the South Rink.